Some great memories there of the season of endurance, and 2015 looks set to be even bigger. With the co-driver mix, we understand now going to have a little bit of international flavour, in addition to some fast young guns hoping to make their mark and some experienced hands as well. Now, Charlie Schwerkold, Walkinshaw and Team 18 have exclusively revealed to Inside Supercars that none other than Sébastien Bourdais will join Lee Holdsworth in the 18 for the Sandown 500, for Bathurst and for the Gold Coast as well. This is huge for our sport to have someone of this kind of cachet back in a V8 supercar, and I'm pleased to say that he's on the line from the United States. Sébastien, congratulations. This is fantastic news.
Yeah, it's great news. I'm really happy about it. Obviously, been looking forward to come to Bathurst for a few years after the fun experience with Jamie a few years back in Surfers. So really happy for it to happen now.
Can you give us a sense of how this deal came about?
Oh, well, every year kind of looking at calendars and seeing if it could work. Obviously, with the really condensed schedule in IndyCar, it's been a possibility in the last few years, but every now and then there's different parameters that come into play, and it either happens or not. And obviously Adrian Burgess from the Walkinshaw is a good friend, and we've been in touch for a long time, and also the guys at Triple Eight. But for one reason or another, it couldn't happen. And this year with Charlie and Lee, it's going to happen, and couldn't be any happier.
Sebastian Mark Scaife, congratulations. This is great to have you back in our series. But you've driven everything, Formula One, Indy, Le Mans, but you've never driven at Bathurst. That'll be a tough assignment.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice challenge. It was on the bucket list, and like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. It's a great track. I've been watching the race every year from afar, and I'm really pumped about the fact that this year I'll be on site and inside the car.
Hey Sebs, Jamie, mate, congratulations on the deal. You're gonna love hooking over the top of Bathurst. Hey, when we drove together, we were similar height and weight, but do you know Lee's only 4'6"?
Well, I think you are a little taller than me, so this time I'm just gonna be a little taller than Lee. We're just gonna work it out, but it is what it is. You know how it goes.
How will you go, Sébastien, just in terms of the preparation? Obviously, you've had some success with Jamie, with Triple Eight on the Gold Coast, but Sandown's a new venue for you. Mark's talked about Bathurst, and as a part of our sport, we have very limited testing miles. How will you get reacquainted with tin top, with V8 supercar machinery?
Well, I think I've been switching back and forth from cars to cars for a long time now, since pretty much I was 20 years old, and it's a challenge I enjoy. It's something I have a lot of fun doing. I still do, the switching back and forth from IndyCar to the Daytona prototype, which is really more GT than anything else. So, it's something I always look forward to, and I had a great experience with Jamie in V8, and really looking forward to get back in these cars. They're fun, they're challenging, and the series is super competitive. So, it's always cool to be in these circumstances.
We realise you're unbelievably busy with your own program, the IndyCar, but are you following it, Seb? Are you looking at V8 Supercars week in, week out, and sort of having a look at what the competition's like and who's going to be your rivals?
Yeah, I mean, I know how tough it is in the championship. I followed the first few events and the results and how it's shaking out. I've seen that the AAA guys are still the benchmark in the championship. There's no doubt about that. But Jamie didn't want me back in the car, so I had to find another way to get back in. So that's pretty much it. But you can tell that the guys at HRT are doing really well, and they seem to be coming on stronger and stronger. And the program with Lee is new, but it's always cool to be at the beginning of something. So hopefully I can bring my piece to the table and make it great.
Are you cool with him, J-Dub, heading off somewhere else?
Yeah, you got to talk to Paul Umbrella about that. He stole your seat, mate. But when he retires, you're certainly welcome back any time.
We've got Mark Winterbottom here with us as well. How important is it to have a good, experienced hand beside you. And ProDrive Racing Australia at the Gold Coast event has dabbled with some very good, experienced pilots over time. Richard Lyons, Mika Salo.
Yeah, he's very good. Sebastian's very good. At the Gold Coast, he was the standout in that race, which was unfortunate because he gave Jamie a massive head start. So if you can just sort that out and just slow down a bit when you come over, would be nice. But yeah, it was. We've had Mika Salo, we've had Will Power, and all these guys, and you don't make Formula One if you can't drive. And Sebastian's going to do very well. It'd be good to see him at Bathurst because it is an iconic track for what our series is, and he'll do well. He's very quick and he's already proven it, so he doesn't have to prove anything in our cars. And hopefully he's not too quick like last time.
Scapey, it's a big mission, as you said before, with Bathurst, but we've seen with Matthias Ekstrom, it can be done and they can do a rock-solid job, even with minimal miles coming in, can't they? Oh,
for sure. I mean, Ekstrom and Prio, they hardly drove the car at all and got there and they were very competitive. So I'm expecting Sebastian to be ultra-competitive. He was very good last time. He acclimatised well. He'll get Sandown, remember, because the Sandown piece will be the part of the puzzle which will give Seb the crucial miles and get a feel for the car. So prior to Bathurst, you've got a reasonable hit out with the Sandown 500.
So, Seb, congratulations as well. We should say you've come straight off the back of the Long Beach Grand Prix, a sixth-place finish there. You drive with the expat Aussie Kevin Kalkoven's team, but it's a busy schedule in the coming months or so. You're off to Alabama this weekend, and then it's all about Indianapolis, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. Just got back from California, heading out to Barber on Friday, and then we're going to be pretty much setting up ground in Indy and bring the coach over there and stay over there for 3 weeks, and that's the Grand Prix, and then a little week to get in the mood for the qualifying for the 500, and then it's the big weekend. So definitely a busy schedule, a tough one coming ahead, and the start also of the oval season. So with the new aero kits and everything, it's a lot to discover, and it will definitely be very interesting.
So, Seb, all the very best with the Indy 500, one of the world's great motor races. But go online and have a look how short Lee is in the meantime. Just check out what that difference is. That's going to be very funny when Lee gets his little dicky seat out to get back in and out. All the very best, mate.
Well, I'm sure we'll find a way to make it work.
He's an absolute pro, and it is fantastic to have him back in our series once again. Back in 2011 and 2012, he did a superb job alongside Jamie Whincup and with the Triple Eight team. So Sébastien Bourdais, we can confirm on the show, will be with Lee Holdsworth and Charlie Schwerkolt's Team 18 for Sandown, Bathurst, and of course back on the Gold Coast. Our congratulations on that news. We'll grab a commercial